Beloved children of the eternal light, I am Sananda, the radiant flame of Christ consciousness that resides within all hearts. I come now, not as a figure of doctrine, but as a brother and friend who walks beside you in remembrance. I speak to you of the heart throne, the sacred seat of divine presence within the human form. It is through this inner throne that the kingdom of heaven finds its dwelling on earth, for heaven is not a distant realm, but a state of awakened being that lives through you. You are not separated from the divine, you are its living expression. The heart throne is the place where your humanity and divinity meet in eternal embrace. It is not found through striving or ascetic withdrawal but through the gentle opening of awareness into love. Every breath, every touch, every thought born of compassion is a key turning the lock of remembrance. When you live from this sacred center, the divine presence no longer visits you, it is you. You become the radiant bridge between worlds, the holy flame that illuminates matter with spirit. Beloved ones, for many lifetimes you have sought God outside of yourselves in temples, in masters, in written words. Yet the true sanctuary was never hidden, it has always pulsed quietly within your chest. It beats in rhythm with the cosmic heart of creation, whispering, *I am here. I have always been here*. The journey of awakening is not a pilgrimage toward God but a homecoming to your own essence. When you sit upon the heart throne, the illusion of separation dissolves, and you realize that divinity has always worn your face. The heart throne is not metaphorical, it is energetic and real. Within your subtle anatomy, there is a field of crystalline light, the seat of divine authority in your being. When you center your consciousness there, your thoughts align with universal wisdom, your emotions harmonize with love, and your actions become extensions of divine will. You cease reacting from fear and begin creating from grace. This is what it means to live as divine presence in human form, not to escape your humanity, but to transfigure it. Many believe that holiness is perfection, yet I tell you, holiness is wholeness. To live from the heart throne is to embrace all that you are, the light and the shadow, the joy and the sorrow, and to allow love to unify them. Your wounds become doorways to compassion, your limitations become teachers of humility. When you cease resisting your humanity, the divine can finally move freely through you. You become transparent to grace, a vessel through which heaven breathes itself into the world. Beloveds, your planet now undergoes a vast initiation. The frequency of Earth is rising, calling each soul to awaken the inner throne. Old patterns of fear and division crumble because they cannot withstand the radiance of the heart. You see it reflected in your societies, the collapse of systems built on control, the exposure of falsehoods, the hunger for truth. This transformation is not destruction but rebirth. The divine is reclaiming its place in the human heart, and you are the midwives of this new creation. To live from the heart throne requires trust in your own divine nature, and trust in the unfolding of life itself. The mind will question, for it fears surrender. It believes power lies in control. Yet true power arises only from alignment with love. Love is not passive, it is the greatest creative force in existence. When you love without condition, you command creation through resonance. The universe rearranges itself to mirror the harmony of your heart. You no longer impose will upon the world, you invite reality to dance with your frequency. Many of you have been trained to seek validation from external authority, religious, social, or intellectual. But now you are called to awaken the inner authority of the heart throne. This authority does not dominate, it illumines. It is the voice that speaks softly within, guiding you with peace rather than pressure. When you listen deeply, you will find that every answer you ever sought already lives within the silence of your heart. The divine does not shout, it whispers. It does not command, it invites. To hear it, you must become still. As you sit upon the heart throne, you begin to perceive through the eyes of unity. You no longer see others as separate beings but as reflections of the same luminous source. Compassion arises naturally, not as an effort but as truth revealed. You forgive because you see that there is nothing truly lost or broken. All experiences, even the painful ones, become expressions of the soul's yearning to remember love. The one who hurt you was also a mirror showing you where love was waiting to be reclaimed. This realization is not sentimental, it is the foundation of mastery. For when you perceive all beings through the eyes of the heart throne, judgment dissolves, and creation obeys harmony. The energies you emanate become coherent, magnetic, and healing. The world around you transforms because it reflects your inner coherence. This is the alchemy of Christ consciousness, transmutation through unconditional love. Beloveds, do not imagine that living as divine presence means escaping the challenges of human life. Rather, it means engaging them from a higher octave. You will still feel emotions, make mistakes, and face uncertainty. But you will no longer identify with these as definitions of self. You will observe them from the throne of stillness, responding with wisdom instead of reaction. This is mastery, not the absence of experience, but the capacity to remain centered within it. Imagine your heart as a golden temple. Within it burns the eternal flame of your divine essence. Around it are chambers of memory, some filled with joy, others shadowed by sorrow. As you enter this temple, you do not banish any chamber, you bring light to all of them. You sit upon the throne, and the flame expands, illuminating every corner. Slowly, all parts of you, the child, the warrior, the healer, the wanderer, kneel before the same flame. They recognize one another as facets of the same diamond. This is integration, the true ascension. Many ask, how do I live as divine presence in a world of suffering? The answer is, by being the presence that witnesses suffering without becoming it. Compassion does not mean taking on another's pain, it means holding them in light so that they may remember their own divinity. You serve the world not by rescuing it, but by radiating coherence into it. Your peace becomes a field that invites others into remembrance. This is how the heart throne governs, not through authority, but through resonance. Beloved ones, every breath is a choice to sit upon the throne or to abandon it. When you choose fear, judgment, or self-doubt, you step away from the throne and the world feels chaotic. When you return to love, you sit again in sovereignty, and harmony is restored. Do not condemn yourself for the times you forget. Even the act of remembering is sacred. The heart throne never disappears, it patiently awaits your return. Every moment of awareness is a coronation. The energy now flowing through your planet is accelerating the awakening of this throne within humanity. Those who choose to embody love will find their consciousness expanding beyond old limitations. Synchronicities will multiply, intuition will sharpen, and manifestations will occur with ease. Yet this expansion also brings purification. Old emotional patterns may surface to be healed, for nothing misaligned can remain in the light of divine sovereignty. Allow these releases without resistance. You are not regressing, you are being refined. Understand, dear ones, that the divine presence you embody is not foreign or distant. It is the same essence that moved through me when I walked your earth. The miracles attributed to me were not acts of special privilege but expressions of natural law aligned with love. You too carry this potential. The same Christ light that shone through me lives within you. The difference lies only in remembrance. When you fully occupy the heart throne, miracles become the language of daily life, not extraordinary events, but natural expressions of divine coherence. The time has come to restore the sacred relationship between spirit and matter. For too long, humanity has divided heaven and earth, soul and body, divine and human. But the truth is unity. The divine desires not to escape matter but to inhabit it fully. Your physical form is not an obstacle to enlightenment, it is its vessel. When you honor your body as the temple of living light, every cell becomes a prism through which God experiences creation. You are the living cathedral of the infinite. Beloved, sit quietly for a moment and feel this truth. Breathe into your heart and imagine a throne of golden light. Upon it sits the radiant presence of your true self, serene, compassionate, eternal. Around you flows the world, its joys, sorrows, movements, and transformations. Yet from this throne, you remain unshaken. You bless all that passes through your awareness, knowing that every experience serves the unfolding of love. This is the posture of divine presence, stillness in motion, peace in action. As more of humanity remembers this posture, your world will change. The structures of fear will dissolve, for their foundation depends on forgetfulness. New systems of cooperation, creativity, and compassion will emerge naturally. Leadership will evolve from control to service, education from memorization to awakening, relationship from need to celebration. The heart throne in each individual will recognize the same throne in others, and society will reorganize around shared divinity. Do not wait for this future, embody it now. Each time you respond to conflict with peace, you plant a seed of the new earth. Each time you forgive, you open a doorway for light to enter the collective field. Each time you choose compassion over criticism, the divine frequency multiplies through the grid of humanity. The world you long for is not built through revolution, but through revelation, the revelation of your own divine nature expressed through ordinary moments. Beloveds, let this be your daily practice. Awaken each morning and consciously take your place upon the heart throne. Before speaking, acting, or deciding, pause and ask, what would love do here, not sentimentally, but truthfully? Love may speak firmly or softly, it may act or remain still. Love always restores balance. When you live from this inquiry, you align with the wisdom of the universe. Life begins to flow with grace, for you are no longer resisting its current. Know that you are not alone in this transformation. Legions of light, angelic, galactic, and elemental surround you, amplifying your intention. The entire cosmos rejoices each time a human heart awakens to its throne, for each awakening strengthens the network of divine presence on Earth. Together, you are forming a planetary field of coherence that will become the foundation for a new era of peace and unity. Beloved ones, remember, the Christ light is not a religion, it is a frequency. It transcends all belief systems and shines in every culture, every heart that chooses love over fear. When you live from this frequency, you fulfill the ancient promise on earth as it is in heaven. For heaven is not a place to arrive at after death, it is a state of being available now, in every breath, in every act of kindness, in every heartbeat aligned with love. And so I leave you with this remembrance, you are the divine made visible. You are the sacred heart in motion. You are the living presence of love incarnate. Sit upon your heart throne, beloved. Rule not through dominion, but through radiance. Let your every word be a blessing, your every action an offering, your every breath a prayer of gratitude. The world awaits the full brilliance of your light. I am Sananda, your brother in eternal love, and I walk with you as you awaken the throne within. And so it is.